Hello there. So this is a bit of a different video for me. Um, I'm gonna throw this in there as an idea of like just kind of a how-to, but big life-changing events coming, and we're actually gonna move, and this is gonna be weird because we've lived between here and one other house in town here. We've lived in Colorado for about, down in the Springs for, oh man, about 14 years. So, and I have to move this entire collection. I apologize, it's a little cluttered right now. I've been going through some stuff, and I'll tell you, just thinking about this, because getting the house ready to put on the market and just the sheer volume of stuff that has to be done, and getting this stuff taken care of so that it'll move easily. It's, well, let's just say my stress levels are pretty high. So, I was looking at stuff that, like, I got in recently in the mail. I got this, and, well, that's going to probably just stay in the box for a while. Because I gotta think I have to pack all of this stuff up and then move it. Now, when I was in the military and had a lot of this collection, I was thinking about this. I had ways to move stuff, and a lot of this stuff has been moved several times. But I'm thinking about, all the stuff that I got since we moved down to Colorado Springs was like stuff like that AT-AT, or, no, I had the shuttle, but this new Slave One, the Falcon here. This thing's, when we moved across town to this house from our house in town, it was, this, I put this in the back of my Jeep and brought it over here myself. So movers haven't moved this one yet. This is the stuff I'm kind of nervous about. And, other than, just big uncertainties, we still have to find a place in Florida, and all that. But, geez, luckily, like, the only helmet I had here was that Vader helmet, because I've had that since, like, the 90s. But, all this stuff I've got to pack up and move, and it's, like I said, luckily a lot of this stuff I have the boxes for. A lot of this stuff also, is, fairly sturdy. It's not going to break. And so, it's going to be a lot of, I got to pack all this stuff up just to stage, because I can't have this room like this for showings. And that's just going to be, it's going to be rough. But I figured, I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks because, we've been kind of starting to plan this. And so I figured this would be a way to do newer content, is I'm going to document this entire move. I'm not going to show you me packing every individual thing, but I figured this would be a good way for me to show you, like, what I do. And honestly, I'm looking for help. If you've moved a collection in the past, you see what I'm doing. If you have any tips, please comment below. I would love this to become like a forum to help other collectors, for people to do something like this, and have to move things. I'm looking at this like, a Rubbermaid bin, and I can put pretty much all the loose figures in. That won't be a big deal, but you can wrap up ships and stuff like that. Again, I can put those in bins for the ones I don't have boxes for. And I didn't keep the legacy box for the Walker, but I think I have I still have the Razor Crest box and other things, and that Death Star will come apart pretty easy. And it's, hell, looks like my kid's been down here playing. Oh well, it's a little sidetrack there, but stuff like these lightsabers and stuff, I still have the boxes for all the. Luckily, I have the boxes for all of the legacy sabers, and even the Master Replica stuff. I kept all those boxes, and obviously with the Sabi sabers, I have these nice saber sheaths right here. But geez, yeah, good lord, all these posters and everything else are gonna have to come down. And I got to admit, the one thing I'm the most nervous about will be this arcade cabinet, because I mean it's really nice, but I can't take it apart because, you know, the risers screw in. I'm not sure I want to do that. So, but I'm thinking, though, if it's wrapped real good and boxed up well enough, it should survive. You know, the mover should be all right with it. It's not overly heavy. My big fear is something would bang into it and break it, the cabinet, because this is, you know, ultimately this is just pressed wood. I mean, as good as it looks, but and yeah, this is going to be fun. But hey, like I said, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do videos in stages. This is just part one. I'll show you how it's coming along as we do this, because this is actually going to take a while, you know, because we're looking at like around May 5th to put the house on the market, and then, you know, as we're also trying to buy a place in the Springs, and in Florida, and then geez, this is just, like I said, my stress levels are just through the roof trying to figure this one out. But it's right now it's just overwhelming because it's really, you know, more than just dealing with the stuff in this office. I got, you know, the whole rest of the house to worry about as well. But we will, it's like eating an elephant, just one bite at a time. So we'll get started on this, and I'll show my progress as best I can. I mean, a lot of this stuff is going to be going to a storage unit for a bit until we have an offer on the house, and then when, you know, have it all back here for the movers to take. And this is going to be, this is where the fun begins, right? But all right, well, that should do it for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you're already one of my subscribers, thank you so much. If you are new here, not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Would love to have you. I don't normally do videos like this, but I think this will be really helpful for others down the road. And definitely, please comment below any tips, any advice you have. I mean, if something I can work with, you know, something that might not work for me, or maybe it will, but it might help somebody else. And that's really, I think, the best thing you can do as collectors is help each other out. So, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you.